Hello and welcome to the channel. We are back here with the fantastic guys at Wills Marine to have a look at this absolutely awesome Nordkapp 905 Coupe. Built in Finland to the usual sort of seakeeping standard you would expect for a boat like that. While we're out here, there's a couple of bits I wanted to show you. One, bow thruster. Two, the incredible hull glazing. But before we dash on board, I did want to show you the V12 600 horsepower Mercury that is on the back of this beast. And bear with me a sec, I'm just going to jump down here, turn the camera around and go, okay, here you go. So this is me, 1.7 meters, and this is a Mercury V12 600 horsepower. What a beast. So there are other engine options, but just while we're on here, so this ginormous V12 is going to give you around about, well, manufacturer says 55 knots. The guys who run this say around about 48 knots as a max. You can also get a couple of 600s if you want. Sorry, a single 600, or you can get twins, really depending on what you fancy. So owner choice, but what a beast. So really decent sized bathing platform. Obviously they've kicked the engine up a little bit to get it onto the stand. So you do get a decent bathing platform around both sides. Typical Finnish boat in the fact that we have a stern anchor in here. And the whole point of a lot of these boats is they'll go nose to up onto the rocks and then, or anchor back, motor forward onto the rocks and then use the anchor to hold them off the rocks. So it's a really nice foredeck area, plenty of lounging cushions. Right the way up here we then have what would be an anchor locker if you were conventionally bow to anchoring, but equally nice steps you can step off onto the rocks. And if I just spin myself round, you can see this incredibly purposeful look to the front of this boat. We head back down the other side. You'll notice really nice wide side decks and a massive sunroof which will pop open when we get on board. And again, really useful, boat of this size, side door. So you can quickly and easily get out of the side deck, onto the side deck, sorry, from the helm station. But we'll carry on back astern. So as you would expect, again, you can pop this seat either way. So you can pop it to the back there and either watch the world go by or admire your 600 horsepower Mercury doing its job. Pop that back. Underneath here is a very, very large storage locker, currently full of boat show clobber and the leg for the table. So there's a table that drops in here. There's more storage under that locker there, and there's a big locker down here. Battery switches in there, and really neat that there's somewhere to actually specifically store your fenders on both sides. Little bit of overhang here from the superstructure, and then there is a rail here, so you can push this out a bit further if you wanted to get full cover. And then there's also a section of cockpit canopies that you can zip in to fill this section here. Nice big sliding door, takes you access into the cabin area. There's a raised dining area there, and again you can drop that table in there if you want to, and there's additional seating on this side, and this entire area can fill in to give you another berth, I think. I will double check that, but I'm pretty confident that you can. That seat folds forwards again to become part of the dining entertaining area, but if you're going along, really simple, it folds back that way. Give them a little bolster here, or a little bit seat extension. If I turn around, you can get an idea of all of that space in there. And again, there's storage under both seats. So up under here is a big storage bin with all the legs for the table. And I think that's part of the bed that drops across on this side as well. Helm station over here, lovely Nordkapp specific seat with a fridge underneath it. And now you can see how wide and easy the access is out through that door, over to the midships cleat and out onto the deck if you need to. I say throttle controller depends on the engine options you've gone for, but on this one really nice to see bow and stern thruster. very purposeful Nordkapp wheel, and a selection of switches here, one of which says open soft top. So we're going to push that switch. It's a single purpose solenoid switch, and then that is going to open this truly incredible sunroof. You can see really decent amount of glazing all the way around, and that fantastic anti-glare windscreen forward. A couple of navigation screens there, and a selection of solenoid switches down there. And one of my favourite items on any boat is the remote control double bow thrust and anchor winch. So you can pretty much stand on the side of the boat and hold the boat onto the pontoon as you tie your lines off. So if I take a little step back here, so there you go, pretty much the full length of that hardtop coupe opens to the sun. The little curtain here in place of a door that just covers off this sleeping area, which again is pretty big, as you can see here. There's storage and space down this side, storage underneath there as well. Little lined locker. Big hull windows throwing light into here on both sides, and that goes right the way forward, as you can see there. And then in here we have a surprisingly spacious, not massive on head height, but a very usable, very stylish little loo with a window, and always nice to see an access hatch there. So that gives you the ability to get to all the electronics on the back of the dashboard. So yeah, how fantastic is that? As I say, for a boat that can do close to 55 knots, or possibly realistically late 40s, what a fantastic boat. So there you go. Thank you very much to the guys at Wills Marine for letting us have a look around. Really do like these Nordkapp boats. Do please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time round. Thank you very much for watching.